Sorry about the wet hair, I just jumped out of the shower, but I'm really bloody excited to start this video. Hello everyone, how's it going? Elliot here from the Retro Future. Today we're going to be doing a restoration on a very rare Game Boy Light, one that I have been after for an incredibly long time. On this channel I've taken a look at various different Game Boy Lights, and this one is probably one of the most desirable ones to obtain. This one right here is the Pokemon Center Tokyo Pikachu edition, well, Pokemon edition I suppose. It's incredibly rare, they're very, very desirable and incredibly expensive as well, unfortunately. This one's in fairly good condition. I picked it up for £211 on Sendico, surprise, surprise. If you want to buy some bargain Game Boys, I'll leave a link to Sendico in the top of the description. I've spoken about them loads at this point on the channel. This one has got some problems though. You can see on the screen it's got a screen burn. As well as that, I'm not sure you're going to be able to see this, but there's some sort of issue going on with the what appears to be lacquer on the actual Game Boy itself. I'm not sure why they would have gone for a lacquer over the top instead of just having plastic, because it isn't like it's actually been, well, maybe it has been painted because that yellow is quite different to that one, so really not sure why they've done that. It just looks like some sort of a sticker has just chewed up the lacquer. I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see that. One of the things I really like about it on the back is that it actually says PK, presumably for Pokemon or Pikachu, on the back there, which is just so cool on the serial number. If you take a look at standard, oh, this one's a little bit all over the place, but if you take a look at a standard one, it starts with L, so it is kind of cool that it says PK there. I'm fairly certain it works. I don't remember it not working on the listing. The battery compartment looks really good condition, which is obviously nice. Hopefully the motherboard will be sound. So let's see. Yep, it does look like it's going to work. We can shove a little shovelware game in there in the back. Yeah, there we go. That works fine. Got a little bit of volume. Cool, and if I turn off this light, you can actually see that the backlight's working there as well. So everything works great, that's fantastic. We need to take the whole thing apart anyway. I would like to clean it, and obviously it's a nice thing to disassemble. The Game Boy Lights are very, well, all Game Boys are beautiful to disassemble, but this one's just got a few extra parts, which makes it really fun. I've got a donor Game Boy Light here that I picked up for really cheap. I have a feeling this was like £20. And as you can see, it's in really bad condition. All the paint has come off and everything. So what I'm gonna do is take this screen out, put the screen in there. I'm going to repair the screen in this video as well. I'll show you how to do that, although I have done that quite a few times. But I'm going to repair the screen and then put this standard unmodified screen back in the more expensive Game Boy Light, and hopefully we'll have ourselves a nice Game Boy Light at the end of it. So without any further ado, let's roll the intro and get into it. So this motherboard is actually in really good condition. There's a few telltale signs to see how worn and used a Game Boy is. There's a dome in the center of the back of the D-pad to allow it to rock in the different directions. This just sits directly onto the motherboard, and if the silk screen is worn, that means it's a fairly used Game Boy. As well as that, of course, is checking the base of the rubber membrane. Now the Game Boy is fully disassembled, I will put all of the parts to one side and take apart the gold one. This one is much dirtier. Now it's time to give the motherboards a clean. For this I will use a toothbrush and some isopropyl alcohol and give it a good scrub. On the button contacts I use a cotton bud to rub them clean, and of course drop some isopropyl alcohol into the pots and switches to give them a good clean. Next up is the screen. I lift up a corner of the burnt polarizer film and then pull it off. Using lots of isopropyl alcohol, a blade, elbow grease, 85 cotton buds, more elbow grease and losing the will to live, I am able to remove the old residue. I bought some iPad polarizers on eBay and lined it up until I was happy with the contrast, then put the BAME noise back together. And just like that, the Game Boys are back together. It's definitely not been a couple of days and I've had a haircut. I'm so pleased with the outcome of this. It is a bit unfortunate about the weird thing that's going on with the the finish of the Game Boy, but I'm really not that fussed and I'm just too afraid to do anything to it. You can't see it straight on. It's only if you look at it from a slight angle. And I did get this for fairly cheap. I know £200 is a lot of money, but as far as these things go, it's quite cheap. So I'm really pleased with it. The gold ones turned out absolutely fine. You do get that difference in color on the screen, which is unfortunate, but it does work perfectly fine. There was some weird super glue thing going on the side, which is the biggest problem with it, but I'm going to to put this one up on eBay, actually. I'm going to sign the inside of the battery cover, if anybody is even fussed for that. I'm going to whack it up on eBay, 99p start bid, worldwide shipping. See what happens. It will help fund the house, which is very important right now. So yeah, let's take a look at this one then. So the screen is a little bit scratched. It's not too bad. It reads games every single time. There's not a single problem with it now. The backlight does work perfectly well. You can see how nice the backlight looks. I just love it. Speaker works perfectly well. Contrast wheel. Everything's just nice and smooth. All of the button presses work absolutely seamlessly as well. It's just lovely. Yeah, I'm really pleased with the outcome of it. Hopefully you will all agree. It just looks infinitely better than it did before. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. I'm actually going to do a little video showcasing my GameBoy Light collection because I do actually have quite a lot. GameBoy Lights are my favourite Game Boys. So I've got this Astro Boy one that I've made a video on in the past. I'm still after an official replacement screen which isn't damaged. I've got the Toys R Us one here as well. I just got them in little acrylic boxes. And then I've got a couple of boxed Game Boy Lights here as well. So I'm going to make a video on my second channel as well and have that video out at the same time as this one. I really hope you all enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please subscribe and leave a like and let me know what you thought down in the comment section below. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.